What's up guys, Flaming Geek here. So, Marvel has dropped their Infinity War trailer. I am so excited for this. One, because I'm excited that we're finally getting towards the end of like this well, not the end of the cinematic universe, but the end of the cinematic universe featuring these set of actors portraying these comic book superheroes. The first superhero comic book that I ever read in my entire life was a Marvel comic book. It was a Spider-Man, I think it was Amazing Spider-Man. I don't remember what issue it was. All I remember is my parents like locked up the comic because they were like, you guys are too young to be reading violence like this. But you know what? Let's go see Lord of the Rings next week. So I'm really excited to see this because I like it when things come to a conclusion and we're getting there, and it's gonna be great to see everything come into place. I'm excited to see Thanos because Thanos is kind of a ripoff of Darkseid. But Josh Brolin is portraying him, and I think he'll be able to do a really good job with it. I'm just excited, okay? I'm excited. Can't you tell I'm excited to see this? I'm just excited. Yeah. So let's watch this trailer.
There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people.
Oh my gosh. Doctor Strange.
To see if we could become something more.
So when they needed us, we could fight the battles
that they never could.
She's got red hair. I mean blonde hair. Oh my gosh! Woo! Yes! Oh, I'm gonna start crying in this trailer.
In time, you will know what it's like to lose. To feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail all the same. Dread it. Run from it. Destiny still alive.
Yes! Finally! Yes!
Evacuate the city. Engage all defenses. And get this man a shield.
Get this man a shield. Oh, yes! The Hulkbuster.
Fun isn't something one considers when balancing the universe.
Oh, yes!
But this
Yes, Thanos!
does put a smile on my face.
Yes! Feel the burn! Ah! The shot! Oh my god!
Who the hell are you guys?
Oh my gosh. The Guardians. Oh my god. It's coming to an end. Okay guys, I swear I went back and watched that trailer like 10 times. I'm sorry, I'm still crying from it. And the funny thing is, when my parents said goodbye to me before I moved to Japan, I didn't cry once. But like seeing Wonder Woman and watching this trailer and seeing Justice League, like I cry over nerd shit, geek shit, but I don't cry for the emotional things. But oh my gosh, guys, that is literally everything I've ever wanted. Okay, sorry guys, I'm just really emotional. emotional right now. I knew that we were gonna get a good trailer, but I wasn't expecting it to be that good. So props to Marvel and the company that Marvel hires to cut their trailers together. That was fucking awesome. So we're finally here. We're finally at this chapter of Infinity War Part 1. So from going back and rewatching this trailer, there's a lot of key things that I really enjoyed in it. The trailer doesn't give away too much. And you know what? It kind of focuses on the struggle of the Avengers that they're going to have to face. This is their biggest threat. This is motherfucking Thanos. Thanos, destroyer of worlds, like, and Josh Brolin is playing Thanos, and that was probably my biggest concern, was how is Thanos gonna look? He's gonna be CGI, but I don't want him to be like the giant purple CGI cave troll monster, but they did a good job. He looks like the Thanos from the comics. And he's got this imposing force. And I really liked how in this trailer, it shows the heroes fighting this huge threat, but they're not doing as well. And you know what? I'm really hoping that because this is going to be 3 parts, that it's going to be kind of like there will be a film that hope maybe part 1 or part 2 that's gonna be like Empire Strikes Back. Whenever trilogies are made, people try to reuse the formula that was used in the Empire Strikes Back from Star Wars, because that's arguably one of the greatest sequels ever made, because the heroes lose. And from this trailer, you see the heroes lose. We see Vision get his Infinity Stone ripped out, which was something like I was begging to see, because Thanos has been sitting on his throne this whole time, just chilling, and you're like, when is it gonna happen? When are you going to come and take what is rightfully yours? And you see him rip out that Infinity Stone, man, and I was so stoked. Like, Thanos for me was the best part of this trailer. But what I really like too is you still see kind of like the divided factions. You've got Tony Stark and Captain America. Captain America, Steve Rogers, he's been hanging out in Wakanda, so we see towards the end that there is going to be some sort of conflict, I believe, with Wakanda, because you see at the very end shot, when it's like everyone is running, and you see some Wakandan warriors behind them, and they're going to be going up against Thanos' minions. But the only thing I don't like about that is I'm getting so sick and tired of seeing heroes go up against giant CGI armies. We've seen it in every Avengers film up until now. I don't really like it when they do that in films. I feel like it's just a giant cop-out. It's like, we need to make the threat seem huge. Let's make everyone go up against these giant CGI monsters. No. We know the threat is there. There's nothing wrong with having people fight like a few villains, and if it's done properly, you can feel the threat there. But like, there's so many great moments in this trailer. You get to see the Spidey senses tingling on Peter Parker's arm. We get to see a little bit of Doctor Strange there with Wu. Yeah, Doctor Strange with, I think his name was Wu. I know the actor's name is Benedict Wong. I'm sorry, I forgot his name. You get to see them going up with Tony, of course. And you have Tony Stark, who's going to be facing some imminent threat on his side there with his allies. And you've got Captain America doing his own thing with his allies. And I love how Black Widow's got blonde hair, finally. So this looks great. And the very end, I was waiting for them to bring in Thor and Guardians. I was like, Thor is already in space. Let him do Infinity Wars Part 2 with the Guardians, because I believe that is when the Guardians are going to be coming in to the Infinity War. And so I'm so glad to see him up there with the Guardians. Although, I don't know, Chris Pratt's face looked weird in that shot. Like, I don't know, I watched it several times and I was like, that looks like a weird, like, touched up Chris Pratt face. Seeing Iron Man get punched by Thanos. Get wrecked, Tony Stark. Holy crap, I was like, that must have hurt so much. Like, oh my god. Could you imagine that? You would just like be internally bruised all inside. I'm excited. I'm glad we got to see Thanos do some one-on-one melee attacks. I'm really excited for this film. I love villains. That's primarily why I got into comic books in the first place. Venom, Joker, Black Manta, Magneto, like so many great villains are, in my opinion, villains are what kind of makes comic books for me, because if you have a good villain and you have a good hero, it makes the conflict more interesting. You can have a better foil, and it makes it more kind of like psychological and makes the stakes even higher. You've got Thanos here. This universe has had 10 years. It's celebrating 10-year anniversary. 10 years leading up to this Infinity Wars. Marvel's done a really good job pacing it so far. So this is like going to be the big payoff over these next few years, and so I can't wait to see this movie. I am going to buy my ticket to see this in May in Japan, of course, and if not, then maybe I will fly back home to watch it in North America to be there with the big fans, because superheroes aren't really a big thing here, actually, I found. But guys, this is a dream come true. I can't believe this. Let me know what you think in the comments below. You can like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Let me know, are you excited to see this film? Are you as excited as me? Did you come to tears like I did? Please let me know in the comment below. And as always, guys, live long and prosper.